We're gonna ceramic coat this Porsche, but
DIY detail videos happen in a humble garage in Omaha, Nebraska.
Welcome to Omaha.
I get there by flying in from Salt Lake, arriving at the Omaha airport.
Paint is not in the greatest of shape.
Batch film with Ivan LaCroix inside the shop.
it's nice to know how to do it a little differently.
Yeah,
We stay for nearly 2 weeks at a time. A typical day inside the garage starts around 8:30. We meet around the conference table to fold towels, plan out the day, setting up a goal for how many videos we hope to record. A low day is 4, a big day is 6 or 7 long-form videos, and the cars, they start stacking up
You can
outside.
see a couple of sexy rides out here. This is actually a neighborhood called Little Bohemia. It doesn't look like much. It's definitely an area that's getting renovated quite a bit. There's some new high-rise condos going up here, but it's definitely a neighborhood in transition. It's got a lot of character. And this used to actually be an old mechanic shop. So I'm gonna show you some of the images from this old mechanic shop. It was pretty gungy when we first got into it. We've made a lot of improvements since then. Ivan LaCroix in the flesh. We're getting ready to film, guys. This was featured on the channel a little while ago. There's our superstar Sylvie. And this is the DIY Detail Garage. We're not live, Ivan, don't worry. Hello, Sylvie.
As you can see, it's just Ivan, his wife Sylvie, and myself. Sylvie following us around for those tight shots on her iPhone and a gimbal, while a DSLR camera records the wide shot and our audio from behind.
This is the Master Blaster. We don't use it super often. It's nice to have. We've had this Kranzla since we started. Nice pressure washer for sure. We have I believe a Cox hose reel here. Again, nice to have, don't need it, but we've got that. We do have the hose on a reel here, which is really nice. So obviously you got the splits here. One hose going to the pressure washer, the other one going to our garden hose. That's nice to be able to demonstrate. And then this here on the wall, it's kind of our electrical setup. And if you've been following us for a while, again, this was the old shop. And before Ivan pressure washed the walls, the suit and everything looked that gray. Most of it looks kind of nice and light gray, but it was pretty nasty from before. And obviously the roof full of the old timber. But we made sure that we got ourselves an air compressor as well, so we're able to kind of show you all better interior detailing videos, and that's kind of our goal as well, is to do more interior videos. So air compressor is there, and we've got our drain here. Okay, everybody, this is never before seen inside the DIY Detail Garage. This is our managing partner's man cave, and I think it's pretty awesome. Clearly a fan of Jordan shoes and apparently whiskey. I don't drink, so I wouldn't know. This actually is this really cool motorcycle. I don't want you to see too much of it because I don't want you to see the finished product yet, because we worked a long time inside the garage this week actually getting this thing as far as we did. There's a pinball machine. I've never used this before. I have no idea what kind of grill this is. I have not even asked him about this. He's a fan of golf. There's a golf simulator back here. When he told me he was getting this, it was pretty great. I don't think Ivan's ever played. The first time I came, hit a few swings back here, but I actually don't use this very often. I love golf. This is definitely a man cave, and it's super comfortable. I think there's some mid-century modern vibes going on here with the couch and the table. We have a couple of chairs here that we use for podcasts sometimes. A couple of test hoods because we tend to kind of mess this place up when we're here. We obviously got this bike and a couple other, things sitting around. But that is, as promised, a look behind the curtain. And we let Ivan out of the jail cell every once in a while. You can see the bars there. After a shoot, we usually upload all the footage. It gets a little messy in here because we need food. Right, Ivan?
Yeah.
We need our water.
Yeah, and we have a lot of electronic gizmos.
As Sylvie uploads the footage onto hard drives, Ivan usually busies himself getting some after images with his drone before the customer comes to pick the ride up.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, looks like a whole new engine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, yeah.
So,
I'm super happy. Yeah, I'm super happy with it.
excellent.
Okay, it's day 2. We just did a live stream. We're getting ready to do our final video of the day. This is our 5th video of the day, plus the live stream. That's a solid 6 videos. So just making sure I have enough rinseless in the sprayer. I'm gonna find a legacy sponge for my wash bucket. I'll go over to Ivan and ask him, is this enough Incredible Suds, which is just a little bit of the mixture, but is this enough all clean in our foamer for the next car? And that's what I was about to do. And then I'm like, he's over here opening up these 2 new polishers off Amazon. And first of all, Ivan, is this enough for the next car? Is that enough all clean?
Oh, that's more than enough.
Okay, because I was worried I need to refill it. So this is just the stuff that we're doing. We're trying to like get things set up for the real details we're doing. And Ivan's opening up these polishers. I'm like, let's show him what you're up to.
Yeah.
Because this is how you think.
So we just got these off of Amazon, and we recommend a short stroke DA for using the app and our wax. And the ones we've been using in the shop, we've been using the Milwaukee one. It's a great tool, don't get me wrong, but it's way too expensive as far as I'm concerned.
It's like $400+,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
we have the Fendo. The Fendo is great, but it has a cord. So I'm looking for something cordless that works. And I ordered these off Amazon. One is the SPTA. You've known the SPTA name in the detailing industry for a long time. Good quality company, and it's nice and smooth, it's quiet. We'll see how it works when we get it on a car as far as can it keep the rotations going, can it do what it needs to do? Because these are normally designed as waxing and use a little 12-volt battery, so.
And it's important that we choose something that's going to deliver value, that we love to use.
Yeah.
Just a quality product. For a while, we were using the Milwaukee polishers. I think we probably sold a lot of polishers from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
They matched our company colors. They weren't our favorites. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but like a lot of people bought them because they were in our videos. So it's like you're continually looking for the thing that we use in videos because you know it's going to influence folks. You want to set a good example.
Now this is another one, Protmex. I don't know how they pronounce it, but Pro Team X, however you want to look at it. But this uses the same Milwaukee batteries as our polisher. So you'll notice it's a DIY detail battery on here. And this one is even quieter and smoother than that one.
Actually, when I grabbed that one, you put it in my hand. You're like, what do you think? I was like, well, this is like buttery smooth.
Yeah, and this is full speed, and I'm putting pressure on it. It's not doing, you know, I have to put a lot of pressure on it to get it to stop rotating. So we'll see how these two work out. You'll probably see them in videos at some point, and if they work out, we'll give you a reference. If not, if you don't see us saying, go ahead and buy these, don't.
But that's just an example, if you've never seen our videos, of what he's thinking, what I'm doing, how the magic happens.
Yeah. We'll do a simple polish using the random orbital sanders. And then if we need to go more in depth in areas, we'll do sort of a hybrid polish.
Why not just, I'm just thinking out loud here. Why not just take a polisher with yellow? Like why do the palm sander?
To show that it can be done.
Yeah.
That you don't always have to go out and buy a $200 polisher. You can do it with a cheap one from Harbor Freight.
You can do it at home.
Yeah.
No, I like the contrast of $20 palm sander and like a 6-figure Porsche for sure.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get in your head. When we first started doing these videos, I think we tried to do everything into one. Like, do you have a philosophy on one video, 3 videos per car? Like, what do you, when you think about videos, what is it that you envision?
The educational content. So some vehicles, yes, we do we'll do a three or 4 video series on. Some vehicles, they don't really need it.
This paint is repainted.
Yeah.
This is repainted?
In a lot of areas, yeah.
All right. So I noticed on the spoiler, it looked like there was a lot of, gosh, like sanding marks in the spoiler.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's repainted, or is that just how these are made?
No, that's repainted.
You see all these lines in here? You see all the cracks and fissures? So what does that mean?
Bad sanding.
This is bad sanding under the paint?
Not a good finish.
Would this ever be OEM, or is this guaranteed repaint with this bad sanding? Okay.
See all the scratching.
Yeah.
This is repainted.
Yep.
It would not come OEM like this.
Oh, heck no.
See, that's what I'm learning this trip, is like how to actually examine panels that are repainted, which are not.
Yeah.
Because it looks like wrinkly fabric under paint. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
can
just,
see the cross-hatching of their sanding mark. They cross-hatched, that was good. But they didn't sand fine enough.
So we could almost be like, hey, you've seen that some panels are repainted. You know this is a very expensive car. You want the ultimate safe polish, like grab a palm sander and a pad. Okay, cool. I just
Yeah.
like to get on the same page with you, and then we can sort of like
Right.
execute the vision. I know things are going to happen as we go, but one thing that you've noticed with me is like I'm thinking about thumbnail, I'm thinking about title, I'm thinking about like a cohesive vision
Yeah.
before we go in.
Right.
Because ultimately I have to make those decisions when I'm back in Utah editing, and so it's like if we can get that dialed in early and
Yeah.
then just sort of like go. Anyway, this is like 3 years in the making of us working our flow, and I
Yep.
appreciate you hearing me out. Do you think that the car cover scratches are going to come out here?
We might need to get a little more in depth there.
Okay. So all right into here are
Yeah.
these little lines, and I was asking Ivan, I'm like, what the heck is this? And you were saying, that's a car cover.
That is the car covers on that side. There's a bit of grit on the wheel. They grabbed the car cover here and pulled like this.
Yep.
That grit came off the wheel onto the paint.
I mean, there's no way a palm sander in gold is gonna fix what we see on this bumper. Is the gold?
No.
The gold's not fixing, right? I mean, I've done this long enough with you. No, we're not making perfect
No,
paint.
but also stand back 5 feet.
One.
How does it look from there?
It looks really shiny.
Yeah.
And in fact, the paint looks really shiny. So it's a matter of perspective. And like when you're dealing with paint in a dark shop with one light on it, yeah, you're gonna see some stuff. And when you see it from 10 feet away, like every other human in the world, you will be like, oh, it looks good. And I'm really struggling to show those sanding marks that I was noticing, but once you see them, so it's like really textury.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to point this out. It's not even paint, but these lights are not showing
No.
what I'm trying to show, but it's very textury. Do you see in the light how it's just like kind of bumpy and rough and rocky? It's some of that I picked up on, and I was like, what's going on? And so like when Ivan says that's a repaint, it starts to crystallize in my head. You can start to look for this stuff, arm yourself with that info, and then go talk to your customer and say, hey, this panel's been repainted. I think it's a really important thing for us to proceed with absolute custodial care of your vehicle. Let's not remove too much clear coat. Bad things could happen. And I guess the idea is if it's a repaint, it's not the same as OEM. So Ivan, like if it's a repaint, why should we proceed with caution? As he probably grabs a snack because I'm yakking on so long.
Because we don't know where it's been repainted, when it's been repainted, how it's been repainted. Factory paint, we have a baseline. We know how well it's been done. Whereas a repaint, was it done in a Mako? Was it done in a high-end body shop? Hopefully a high-end body shop here. But at the same time, looking at those scratch marks and that they didn't take time to let their primer cure properly, sand it, that is to me showing that that might not be the best of paint jobs. Being not the best of paint jobs, we want to be as safe as possible.
So that's not you saying I'm not good at detailing.
No.
I pretend to teach you efficiency and safety, but I really can't deliver showroom quality. That's what I used to think. I was like, oh, he's not really doing it. He's not spending 40 hours sanding, buffing, polishing paint. Like, you worked at a body shop. You owned a body shop, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you've forgotten stuff that I have never learned.
That back fender has been polished so much, there's only 87 microns.
And that's not good.
That's 3.2 mils.
Okay. So it's important to realize we don't know the stories of these cars. Oftentimes the owners don't even know all the stuff
Yeah.
that's happened to them by the time it gets to you as a
The
detail.
hood at 113 is good. This fender is only 84.
So proceed with caution, right?
A lot of caution, yeah.
110 there.
So someone tried to polish out a scratch here, being so low at 89. When we go here, we're back up over 100, which is good. 94.
So anything under 100 is kind of like proceed with caution?
Yeah, danger zone.
Because I used to deal in, these are microns?
Yeah,
I used to deal with mils. So anything under like 4, I would be like,
so 4.8. Yeah, so a mil isn't as an accurate a representation.
yeah,
so
3.4. Okay, that
yeah.
reminded me of like, yeah, anything in the 3s,
Yeah.
I was like, nope,
Yeah.
we're going to take it easy.
So 100 microns is easy. 100. That's your limit.
So if you got one of these, it's easy to work in microns. Mils is a little less precise. That says 5.9.
Yeah, because this has been repainted.
Oh, and again, you
Yeah.
can tell that's been repainted how?
Well, we have a fisheye there.
Hold on, see if I can get that. I mean, I see the dot for sure.
Yeah.
That's a fisheye? Not
Yeah.
just a little piece of, okay.
No, it's a fisheye. The color's not the same.
The color's not the same. Boy, I need to start. We were
The-
talking yesterday after the
This is black, this is gray. Not in absolutes, but this is a lot grayer than this.
we were talking yesterday about you know, bumpers are always going to have different colors probably than the rest of the vehicle. So don't necessarily look at the bumper first, but check fender to hood. Check fender to door. And when you see color variations there from 10 feet away, that's the first place you look. And then what?
Well, we got another fisheye there.
Wait, show me that again.
There.
Oh, I see it, yep.
This one's a stone chip.
What's a fisheye?
That is where there was just a little bit of silicone or something in the air, and the paint didn't adhere to that one little spot, so it creates a little divot in the paint. There's more of them here.
Those aren't rock chips?
No, those are fisheyes.
Gotcha, okay. So it's just important to know this stuff so you don't have the big whoopsie.
So the roof is at 89. Doors at 100.
And you're not saying, ooh, I have 100 so I can polish a little more here, and 89 I can polish a little less there.
No.
You're using these numbers to inform your overall strategy for like, what do I even want to do with this paint?
Top of this fender is only 87.
And again, that's
Low. Anything under 100 is stay away from it. 85.
So anything under 100, are you going to compound?
No. 97. 114. Bumpers, this won't read. But yeah, so it's been repainted. It's been polished before. Not the whole repaint on the vehicle, but some areas have been repainted. It's been polished before. We don't know what we're dealing with. It's a, 10-year-old vehicle roughly?
People don't realize we actually, I mean they may, but we actually detail these cars.
Yeah.
Start to finish, wash, polish, ceramic coat, and when we send it back in the wild, it's got our fingerprints on it, it's got our name on it, so we try to be great stewards of it and do a good
it does
job.
have our name on it, Nick. We don't put DIY stickers on it.
No, we don't?
No.
That's a problem with detailers, right? Is they think that, you know, they're tattooed on it, and it's like, no, you were hired to do a job.
Yeah.
The name on it.
As soon as the customer drives away, it's up to them. They scratched it before bringing it to you. I'm pretty sure they're going to scratch it when they drive away too.
Speaking of scratches, I want to go check out my rental car, which looks a lot shinier than it used to. All right, the sun is setting. It's just after 8 o'clock in the evening. I'm going back to my hotel room. We just washed my rental car, this Kia, so it's looking pretty awesome. I'm going to be able to drive around this evening in style.